Suzanne, hello, good evening. I can't hear you today. Isn't the clubhouse so cool for that? Hello, Walter. Hello, Godalinde Pullman. That's a great name. How are you doing? Sabrina, lovely to see you again. How are you doing? How's your grandkids? Hope all is well. Hi, Walter. Thank you so much for joining today. It's 6 o'clock. It's Thursday. Drunken monk time. Time to meditate. Hi, Sabrina. Lovely to see you. Great. So, what can I say? What a beautiful day we have here today. So it's great to see you guys. Hi, Connie. How you doing? Welcome to the Drunken Monk Meditation. Every Thursday here at 6 o'clock. Regular as clockwork. Hi, Julia. Grazers. Great names you guys have. Okay, so before we start the meditation, just a couple of things I'd like to share. Hi, Linda. How you doing all the way from the UK? Annalise, all the way from Belgium. How you doing? All right, so while you guys are getting settled and still arriving, I would just to share a couple of things. One, that you can still buy a ticket for the path. This is my local church bell. Just keeping it real, you know. Got to stay centered in spite of the distractions. Hi, Julia. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Namaste. Isn't namaste a wonderful word? We don't have anything like it in English. What it means is that I greet the Buddha in you. Isn't that great? And that's what we're doing. We're kind of greeting each other's Buddha. We're all from the same source. So we're just creating this energy field together. Let's continue with that. But as I was saying, you can still buy tickets for the Path to Self-Realization. If you want to join, you can catch up from this week's amazing sessions on video. And the videos are really nice quality these days, I have to say. I've made some improvements. And the other thing I'd like to share with you guys is until October the 10th, you can still see the movie, the documentary, The Wisdom of Trauma with Gabor Mate. I highly recommend it. If you're really serious about healing, self-transformation, using meditation as a tool to become aware of the self-limiting beliefs and the issues that we all have in this crazy society that we live in, then I highly recommend checking out Wisdom of Trauma. thewisdomoftrauma.com, basically. Just Google it, you'll find it. Gabor Mate, really worth watching. Fascinating stuff. Okay, so that was the only two things for today, and let's start. And the theme coming from that kind of the conversation that people are having about trauma, I would like to share a little bit about trust and do a meditation on trust. And let me explain why. So I'm going to kind of feed the narrative into the meditation. So just now, take a breath, one conscious breath, and really give yourself the acknowledgement and the appreciation. Give yourself that hug, the gratitude that you're actually stepping up and giving yourself the space to give yourself some nourishment and some space and a hug. It's a hug for yourself, because loving kindness towards yourself is so important in order to heal. In order for self-healing to really flourish, it needs to be the right environment, a positive environment. And that's one of loving kindness and acceptance, and a deeper quality of acceptance is trust. Trust. Now, for me, the most important aspects of being in a place of balance and a wholeness and of being nourished is connection, is feeling connected. So taking a moment now to connect to the body, the breath, and your senses, bringing your attention into the present moment. This is where healing happens, the here and now. So really just using the breath as an anchor to just pull you into the present moment and draw your attention into the body. Simply focusing on that flow, allowing your breath to be open and natural. And just relax, especially in the out breath. When you breathe out, that feeling of letting go, like a wave collapsing, a feeling of release, connection. Because the main culprit for creating a disconnect, a dis-ease, is the emotional state of anxiety, or more commonly known as fear. You know? So when we lose that connection, when we start to get identified, the mental emotional patterns, the traumas, the self-limiting beliefs, the inner dialogue that creates anxiety. And there can be lots of good reasons for that. So you want to be able to balance by developing the skill to move back into a state of wholeness. And reminding what the situation is, but just being skillful and moving back into a state of presence. So the first step, being grounded, connecting to the breath, connecting to your body, connecting to the present moment through the senses. Listening, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling. Connecting to your feelings. So right now, just taking a moment, breath, really filling your belly and your heart, and really holding the intention to connect to your feelings, the reality, the content of this moment, whatever you're experiencing, with an attitude of loving kindness and acceptance. So what that means is not to judge or criticize, or even to start thinking about it, but simply connect to the feeling and give the feeling space in this moment. Breathe into it, give it some energy, some attention. It's a part of you. We're made up of parts, but it's all this one whole. Nothing is there without a reason. And something I love about the title, The Wisdom of Trauma, is these uncomfortable emotions. You may not have any right now, but just generally. The uncomfortable emotions that are a call to action, as are the positive ones. The positive ones let us know when a need is being met, a celebration. And the uncomfortable emotions are a call to action when a need is not being met. And this is where we need to be loving with ourselves. So the first step is connection. And then to accept whatsoever is there, to give it space. Staying with the breath, flowing with the rhythm of your body, and trust. Moving into that place of trust, knowing that whatsoever is going on for you right now in your life situation, trusting that there's a purpose, there's a reason for that. There's a wisdom behind it. And trust means giving it space, letting go. Just letting yourself fall into the discomfort. Connect with whatever disturbance is there. Whenever it arises, giving it space, connecting. Let the tears flow. You know, if it's anger, be a cushion. If you're not sure what it is, let your body shake, sing, dance, move. Connect to the aliveness of your truth and give it space and be present with that, holding your attention being aware of it, giving space to listen to what that part of you wants to share. Capacity to listen. So for now, simply being with what is in this moment, but trusting it and making a commitment to trust whatsoever arises in me. To give yourself permission to embrace it with loving kindness and acceptance. And trusting the wisdom of your body, the wisdom of your emotions, and also whatsoever the thoughts are, to accept that, to trust it. There's a reason behind the inner dialogue, the judgments and the criticisms. There might be a wound there. Most likely there's going to be some kind of a wound. And there's not a single human being walking in this planet right now that has not been wounded. And there's a beautiful quote from Khalil Gibran, an old mystic, that the greatest souls are seared with scars. The greatest souls are seared with scars. So loving kindness, this quality of compassion, love towards ourselves. And from there flows a feeling of acceptance. And as you breathe out, really let that flow from your heart into your body. Just visualizing it as a light or feeling it as a warmth. Or even if you're not sure, just what would it feel like to be filled with loving kindness and acceptance for yourself? And trust. Trust that everything is okay. Nothing is out of place. To really let that into your heart, to your soul. Give permission, space for your heart to open, to breathe in that love a little bit more. To let that acceptance go a little deeper. And when you go deep enough into the quality of trust, you'll come to a space of faith, of knowing, that you know without hesitation, without any doubt, that you're connected to the wisdom of life, this incredible consciousness. And then to enjoy the richness and the fullness of each moment, of every breath. And at the very center is this silent witness, the part of you that is observing, this feeling of aliveness. Place your attention there and relax. Observing one moment, and then the next moment. Constantly in the background or in the foreground is that alertness, that presence, a sense of I. And the quiet joy that arises from resting in your being. So just now, as we come to the end of the meditation, take a minute to just simply rest in stillness, your natural peace. It's you. This transcendent space of stillness. Just rest there. Okay. So trust. Just the takeaway from today's session. What would it mean to your well-being to know that everything is okay? You can trust that whatever is going on in your life situation, it's okay. Okay. So thank you so much for joining. And Amanda, better late than never. It's okay, my dear. Thank you, Suzanne, Walter, Annalise. It's a lovely little meditation. Thank you for joining and sharing this space. Elvira, you're most welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Connie, Jennifer in Portland, Christia, lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sabrina. Namaste. Gasso. So much love to you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I hope it's lovely and sunny where you are. Okay. Jennifer's teasing Amanda, I think. Okay. Take care. So much love. See you in the next session. Ciao.